Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. This is me, Teen Shallot, back at it again with another video. This is take 2 to What If Deku and What If Deku had Abranium part 8. Kinda pissed off right now because I just recorded 35 minutes for you guys and then I went to edit it and try to upload it, but it was all gone. All that was left was 50 seconds. And I'm telling you guys, I am not in a mood for a lot of things right now. So if you guys have any negative things to say in the comments, yeah, I'm not going to be answering anything. So, that's all. I really liked how you guys loved all the other what ifs that I've been doing, how you've been answering the polls honestly and to goodnessly. You know, you guys all want DBZX MHA what if after Abranium, so I hope you guys are all looking forward to that. And if you guys are going to be doing that, whoever voted on the polls, I want you guys to at least give 120 views for the what if that you guys choose in the first 4 hours, because like I'm telling you, if you guys are going to choose, you got to be there and watch the videos. Because some of the videos, like, what if I was in MHA, that got like 67 views in like 2 hours. And that was just kind of embarrassing. And like one day it's 120 views. And that's the kind of thing that I don't like. That's what makes me not want to do series that you guys like. You guys like, you guys like the What If Deku was a master, but that thing was barely getting any views. What If Deku was Captain Falcon, barely got any views. What If Deku was Jedi? It got good views, but then it just went down after that, downhill after that. So I just deleted those series. I stopped. I deleted What If Deku was a master. I'm thinking about deleting What If Deku was Captain. What if Deku had Captain Falcon's powers? Because you guys haven't really been contributing to the views. So I'm just sorry. So if you guys like any series that like you really like but barely got any views, it might be either discontinued or I might continue it just because I like it and I don't really care if you guys don't give the views or not. And so let's just continue. I'm sorry for ruining your mood, but that's the honest truth I gotta give. So we begin from the end of part 7, where Deku and Bakugo had basically beaten each other to pulp. They're right now in the hospital recovery room, just resting, having a nice time. We time skip to at least 4 days later. They have bonded with each other, become better brothers, and they decided to, have a friendly competition. They want to go to Hosu and they want to see how many villains can each of them take out in a limited amount of time. So they decided to go to Hosu City to, what's it called? They decided to go to Hosu City to take down villains and to patrol as well. All Might wasn't there because he trusted Deku and Bakugo to do it themselves, but he said he would come later. He said just get there. If you guys call me, I'll be there in 10. All right, that's what he said. So they had his phone number on, and they just called him. So they went there to Hosu, and they were riding inside the train. They saw this short old man who was wearing a yellow cape, and he was wearing some kind of mask, and they decided he must be a hero. When the man turned around, this man was known as Grand Torino. He turned around and he saw Deku and Bakugo, and he instantly recognized them as the people who won the tournament and had shown that immense show of power and mastery over the quirks. He was kind of sad that All Might did not trust him to teach his students, and we're all glad that All Might did not, otherwise we would not be having a Bakugo and a Deku right now. Not saying that Gran Torino isn't a great teacher. No, he's a great teacher. It's just that the way he teaches is kind of brutal. So yeah. Okay, let's stop with the awkwardness. Let's just keep going. So Deku had went along and they saw a man coming through the train. He broke the train when he came in. And then after that came a Nomu. Deku decided to call All Might right then and there. He received it and said, All Might said, what's the problem, Deku? So, sir, basically what happened is that a Nomu came in through the train in Hosu, and there's a big attack going on. Me and Bakugo are taking care of it right now, but we'll go under our aliases. So, just remember that people will be calling us All-Star and such, okay? And Elma said, alright, I'm coming, don't worry. So they decided to come, and then they see who it was. And they saw that they saw so many Nomus everywhere. They started to take down all the Nomus. And let me just tell you, Bakugo and Deku are force not to be reckoned with. They could easily take down anything in their path. And so when All Might came in, he just saw the amount of carnage that each of the students were passing around. He decided, okay, you know what? I don't feel like they need me right now, but I'm gonna see for sure if they do. And he went and he started attacking all the Nomus, and then he saw Deku and Bakugo barely holding on and everything. They were destroying all the villains. I'm just telling you right now, they were doing an amazing job. So All Might just saw that they didn't actually need his help overall. Like, they could just do fine and dandy themselves. And so he decided not to help out whatsoever. And he went over and he started destroying all the Nomus. Then he destroyed a lot of the villains. And then he said, okay, Deku, Bakugo, where are you? We're right here, All Might. We see Stain. We're going to go after him. You guys see Stain? Alright, go after him. So they went after Stain. And they saw Stain almost killing Native. And they saw him about to kill Ida. And so Deku went for and punched Stain with 20% of one for all. He didn't want to kill Stain. Stain did not deserve that kind of death to just die like that. And so he decided, might as well let Stain live. Because Stain, he's not a bad guy. It's just that he has just different views on the world that we do. So he went to go reason with Stain. Stain recognized All-Star, the young hero close to becoming the number one, who had the same image as he did about heroes, about fake heroes themselves, and he decided to just talk with All-Star himself. All-Star went to Stain and Stain said, so All-Star, are you here to fight me? Deku said, no, actually I'm not, Stain. I see that you you hate fake heroes, so I decided might as well just, be your friend, because we all have the same thoughts of what heroes are, what heroes could be, and you look like a really nice guy. So I got an offer for you. Stain's like, what's the offer? It depends. If you are willing to join me, you can join me on my crusade to take down fake heroes. Stain was already liking this a lot because, he hasn't heard anybody else ever say to him that come with them to go take down fake heroes. So he was surprised. Decided to just go along with it and kept listening, and Deku said, just come down now. I won't arrest you. You'll be under my protection along with Ground Zero and All Might's protection. So, are you willing to go in Ground Zero? Go along with me, Stain. I sure as hell am. Let's go, let's get this party started, said Stain. So Stain went forward and him and Deku shook hands. Ida went and tried to attack Deku for colluding with a villain. And so Deku just dodged, grabbed Ida's leg, broke it, and threw him into the ground. And he said, you attack me one more time, son of Ingenium. Brother of Ingenium, I will not hold back. Those who hurt my friends deserve to die. So, Stain, you will get a small punishment, but you will not get a big punishment because you did not know what the right path was. So I shall forgive you for now. But if I ever see you hurting another hero, there will be no one left on this earth that could protect you. Is that understood, Stain? Yes, All-Star. So he teamed up with All-Star and Stain went with him, and then they started, taking on the rest of the Nomu. Shigaraki was scratching his neck off. Everybody was surprised when they saw Stain standing there with Deku, and they all started tagging to attack Deku. Deku activated 90, 80, 50% one for all and took down every single hero right there. They're either tired or not. Deku only needed to use 40%, but he went 50 just to send a message. He then said that this man right here, Stain, is under my protection. He will now become what was meant to be a real hero, unlike you fakers. So, he's with me. If any of you decide to stop me, you will have to deal with me and me alone. Nobody else is with us. If anybody wishes to stand and see a world where heroes are now in it for the senseless heroism to save others instead of just doing it for the money, come stand next to me. If you are one of those people who do not want to see a world where heroes can just take care of the innocent, then I decide you stay out of my business. Now, if we're all clear on that, I'm about to have a really fun time destroying all of you. if you come near me or Stain. Is that clear? And they said yes. I said, is that clear? They said yes. And then he decided to just let them go, and he walked off with All Might and Ground Zero. All Might asked him, why did you do that? Well, he told me how he wanted fake heroes, and I said, I'm deciding to put my plan forward. I know a lot of people, higher ups in the Hero Society, that can help me decide on what's going to change in the tests to become a hero across the world. Really? All Might said in shock. Yes. You will learn later. I will not tell you for now, but I will tell you when the time is right, All Might, my dear friend. Alright, I trust you, Deku. Don't disappoint me. Yes, father. So he went away, and he's like, wait, father? Where did that come from? Said Bakugo. Deku's like, well, you know, All Might was always there for me, so I thought of him as like a father I figure at times. So, hope you don't mind, Bakugo. I don't really mind, I'm just kind of surprised. That's all, pretty much. Alright, if you want, I know you look at him like a father figure too, so it's okay to be jealous, alright? I'm not jealous, Deku. Come on, just drop it, okay? Drop it. Alright, if that's what you want, then I'll just give it to you. So they decided to just drop the act, and they all went home. They all had a nice talk, a nice dinner outing, big family outing with everyone, and decided to like just talk about how things were going around the world. Things were going around the world. All Might said that he had a plan, that he was going to go to Island, and he was wondering if any of them would like to come with him. They decided, yeah, sure, we would like to come, because we don't really have much to do, but seeing you, I think it would be a great thing to come with you. They decided to go with All Might, and they saw that All Might was, All Might was very happy. You got to see all his proteges just come together and then go with him to the island. So he went to the island, and then he said, alright, here's the first rule, no weapons. Also, Stain, you're coming with us. Really? Yeah, of course. You're my protege's friend. Of course you can come. So now it was Ground Zero, Stain, All Might, and what's it called? Yes, and Deku. Yes, Deku was coming along too. And then he said, Deku, remember, no weapons, guys. All right, I don't want any of them to think bad about us heroes. You got it, sir. All right, if that's all, dismissed. So they all went away, and then Deku went back home, and he thought to himself, man, this is gonna be a fun few adventures. Now it's time for the movie. You guys saw it was all after the Hosu City arc, so I decided might as well just have it after the Hosu City arc. So they just had a nice time, and everything. Then they just talked and talked and talked, and then they're like, okay, it's enough talking. They're on the plane, they've been talking for like 2 hours, and they decided no need to talk anymore. And they all went forward, and they just, had a nice time. Everybody recognized Ground Zero and All-Star and all that. They're really famous among the world, but nobody else knew that. Unfortunately, Bakugo did not know that. He really wished he did, because then he would know how famous he was among the others. And so he just decided to end it right there. And he went, and everybody knew him. They all had a nice talk. They all kept talking and having a nice time. And then Deku decided might as well just meet with everybody. So they went, they saw Melissa. Everybody was shocked. They didn't know that All Might knew someone this young. But they weren't surprised either, because they knew a lot of things about All Might. So they decided to just go along with it. And so they went along, they saw David's shield, they introduced them, Deku started nerding out, Bakugo was happy, Stain was nerding out too, and then Bakugo was looking away, he's like, nerds, what's with nerds these days, always trying to be like, so cool and everything. And so he decided to just hold on, okay, I can do this, I can hold on, and just keep going. And so he just waited. And now it's time for Melissa to show everybody. So they showed where everybody was doing. All Might lied once more. And then came Momo, and she said, wow, looks like you guys are all having fun. And then Juro said, I heard everything. Really? Yeah, I heard how you Deku said that she was beautiful, she looked amazing, and that everybody would love to have her as a girlfriend. Or we all heard you say that. Why did you say it? Cause it's the truth. Can I not say it? And Momo's like, no, you cannot say it. I'm the only one you can say that to. Oh, are you jealous? It's okay, baby. I'll make sure to pay you back. I'll make sure to reward you for staying strong. And so she decided, okay, you know what? There's no need for that. And so they decided, and they went. Oh wow, okay. So they all went, and then Deku went towards Bakugo and said, hey Bakugo, I feel like this girl looks nice towards you. It looks like she kind of likes you. I decide that you should go with her. What do you mean by go with her, Deku? Dummy, what do you think I mean? I meant, go on a date with her. It's okay, I got you covered, alright? Right now, when it's time for the dance, ask her out, okay? Not before that. So Deku just set it up. They went, Melissa and Bakugo went out on a hanging out, quotation marks. And they had a nice time, they got to know each other better. And then Deku thought, maybe I could do the same for Kendo. She's been looking at Bakugo a bit weirdly, and she's been looking at Todoroki. So Deku thought, might as well just get Kendo with Todoroki, and we can all just end up with a great friendship. And we might really see each other in the near future. So they went along inside, and they all had a nice time. Or so they thought. The next day, it was time for the dance. So they went to the dance, and then the whole terrorist thing happened. All Might was captured. Stain was with them. Stain decided to, train everybody while they were there at Island. So they're a bit better. The whole school team went. Everybody went up. Then all that happened. Everything leading up until, the towers happened. And then Deku was hanging out from the window. Bakugo was helping him, so was Todoroki, and so was Uraka. And then Melissa was with Deku. Deku saw Melissa getting hit, and he said to Bakugo, somebody hit Melissa. And he's like, what? What did they do? Is she bleeding? Yeah, she's bleeding really bad up here. You gotta get up here. So Bakugo went in full rage mode, and he destroyed every single robot on that building. He went up to that hole, saw the villain about to kill Deku, and then he said, enough! Gigantic explosion! And he did a gigantic explosion towards this man. And he said, enough! You will not hurt my friends. If you do, you are in for the biggest punishment of your career. Is that understood? And then the man said, yes it is, hero. I'm no hero. I'm an anti-hero. So you better not mess with me, because I don't care about the laws. The laws of the jungle, those who are the strongest survive, and those who are the weakest die. And so Bakugo, the villain, decided to just jumped off the building, and he died. Yeah. He killed himself because he didn't actually die. One of the heroes caught him and then set him down and arrested him, which was an even worse thing because he might be tortured for information. He just didn't know. There were so many factors, and so he decided to just wing it. So he went along with him. So he just stayed there, the villain. Now, I want to show you a POV. It's now time for... Now it's all time for the Deku POV. Alright, look. Melissa, I will take down these villains. And now you go up that building to where everybody else is. Understand, Melissa? And she's like, yes, I understand, Deku. Or Midoriya. What should I call you? Call me All-Star. Because that is my hero name after all. Oh yeah, I forgot. So, All-Star, so you told me that's the plan? Yeah, now go. I'll take care of everyone. Bakugo's coming, so don't worry, alright? Your knight in shining armor will soon arrive. And she's like, that's not what's happening. I'm not dense. I can see how you guys look at each other. Alright? I know what you two are thinking, and I'm telling you right now, Bakugo is a hothead. And he doesn't like playing with people. So, if you are able to convince him to stray from that kind of thing, then I believe you have a nice thing going for you. Because Bakugo, when you get to know him, he's a pretty nice guy. And I just wish you knew that. So that's all I want to say. And Melissa's like, oh, thank you, Deku. Or, man, I messed it up again, said Melissa. No, it's okay. You can call me Deku. You know, it's not like people used to bully with me with that name, but now it's what my brother calls me, so we're all good. And now it was time. Sorry for the long explanation, but Melissa went up the stairs. The sword villain tried to go after her. Bakugo saw this and immediately eliminated him. Not in the killing sense, but in the sense that he couldn't move his arms or his legs or his face. Or his whole body. He was paralyzed. Wolfram tried to stop Deku. Deku just went 10% because he didn't want to kill anybody right now, ruin his image or anything. So he decided to just go easy on Wolfram. Oh boy, was that a mistake. Deku got like immediately attacked by Wolfram because he was going way too easy on this man. So he decided, you know what? Why am I even going easy anymore? Like, I could just be destroying him right now, and I'm going easy. Like, why am I doing this? And then Deku figured out why, and he was like, oh, I'm doing this so then Melissa doesn't look at me bad. Wait, why do I even care? You know what? I'll just go and just destroy him. And Deku was having this whole crisis in his head, and then Bakugo's like, nerd, get your hat out of the game. Go and defeat them. Now, I order you. You can't order me. Yes, I can. Now go and destroy them, or I will tell everybody your secret. You wouldn't dare. Oh yeah, that's what you think, huh? I will tell them your secret. I'll tell them what happened that day. I wonder how all the teachers will think when they hear what happened. You son of a... Oh. Fine, I'll tell you. Fine, I'll go, okay? Now just get off my back. I'm not on your back. Okay, when we get back, you and me, we're gonna fight, alright? And then you are gonna face me like a man. Alright, I'm gonna take you down. I wanna enjoy beating you up. Yeah, Deku, every time we fight, you always beat me up. Nah, it's always a tie. Now go do your job, All-Star. Right, like how you say it's All Might, not All-Star. Right, so go All-Star. Go show them why you're a pro hero. Show them that they don't mess with the next #1 hero. Go. So Deku decided to go, and he said, I'm only doing this for myself. Nobody else. Whatever floats your boat, man. I'm serious. And I'm serious too. Whatever floats your boat, man. I'm so done with your shit. Alright, I'm going. And he left. And then Bakugo said finally he left. He took so long. And hey, author, dude, why are you breaking the fourth wall? I said, Shallot, look, why are you stalling? I just have kind of a writer's block while I'm recording this. No, you're not. You're just stalling it because you want some humor. Just get on with the fight. Fine, I'll get on with the fight then. Then Deku arrives to the place, and he says, this looks kind of deserted. Oh wait, there's Wolfram. And then Wolfram says, then Wolfram starts monologuing. It's like, monologue, big monologue, monologuing, finding that he works for All For One, monologue. Deku's just standing there and he's like, are you done monologuing, villain? Yes. Then can we get started on fighting? Please? You're kind of like a waste of space right now. Really bad excuse for a villain. I could take you down in 5 punches. Wanna see? Yeah, show it then, huh? 100% full cowling. And then he went and said, 1. And Wolfram almost fell off the tower. 2, almost went through the whole building. 3, almost went up to space. 4, went down again. And 5, he was almost knocked out. And he said, what? You took me down in 5 punches? Yeah, and that's not even that was my full power. Right? So, the fact that you survived my full power, I gotta give it to you, man. Good job. But other than that, bad job. You didn't survive that long. I'm pretty much disappointed in you, man. You could have done better. But no, you just had to monologue, didn't you? Alright, now just go, sit down, just start monologuing in your head, and then tell yourself you did a good job. No, you did not. You did such a horrible job, my guy. Alright, now I'm just walking away, and then all of a sudden, All Might's gonna come. Out of nowhere, All Might came, took down the helicopter and everything that was carrying away David's shield. And then Deku was like, finally you come, All Might. I've been waiting for like who knows how long. What were you doing? I was captured, young Midoriya. Really? You're just gonna call me young Midoriya instead of my hero name so people don't know my full name? Wow, what a great job, All Might. You're such a great hero. I thought you knew the hero etiquette better than I did. Alright, enough with your cheeky attitude, mister. Let's just take down this villain. You know, you take the villain down yourself. I ain't doing anything for you. Oh, really? And how long do you think you're gonna last in this world without me? As long as I lasted in torture. That long. Don't bring it up, young Minoru. You know, don't bring that all-star. I mean, you know I don't like talking about that. Exactly. And you forced me to talk about it. You should be ashamed of yourself. I'm not. Alright, now, can we stop monologuing and just go fight him? Fine then. Alright. So, Detroit, smash! And he immediately destroyed Wolfram's whole body and everything. And all that Wolfram was wearing was the headgear. And then All Might said, not that fast, young Midoriya. We need to make it long, more epic. I'm sorry, All Might. I'm not really doing epic right now. Okay, so that's just that. Now, you want to go back home? Yeah, sure. So they went back home, enjoyed the rest of their time there, and they had a nice happily ever after. Jokes. That did not happen. They went back home, and now it was time for the heroes versus the students. Everybody's fight went the same except for the last one. It was Deku and Bakugo versus all the heroes and Stain. Right now, All Might and Stain were the only ones who actually held a remote chance of even taking down the heroes. Endeavor decided to come, and so did Gang Orca. Basically, a lot of powerhouse heroes decided to come and question All-Star on what he said, what he was gonna do with the whole test thing. And Deku said, if you guys can beat me, I will tell you what I'll be doing. But if you can't beat me, then you guys just don't deserve to be, then you guys don't get to know anything. Nil. Zitch. So, you guys ready? And they're like, we're born ready. Come at us, kid. So Deku said, alright, you asked for it. So both him and Bakugo came and just started taking out every single hero in one punch. Some of the higher level heroes took maybe like 2 punches. Took like 1 punch from Deku, but like 4 punches from Bakugo. But they're wiping out hero after hero. It was like a massacre. They were taking down everybody. And then, you know, enough was enough. So All Might tried. He went out there and he said, Detroit, Texas, Detroit, smash maneuver. And basically he punched Deku, hit him up in the air, punched him again, and then Endeavor came, cupped his hands together and said, final fire explosion. And he threw his whole hands out in a beam of fire. And it hit Deku. And Deku came out of it unscathed and he said, is that all you heroes got? Honestly, I'm actually pretty disappointed. I thought I'd get a better fight than this. Looks like the only one who can actually stand up to me is Bakugo. Well, maybe Mirio, but that's if I was using half my power. And you know, nobody liked how cocky Deku was being, but Deku didn't care. He was strong. He was amazing. Nobody could beat him. So he decided to just go along with it and started beating up Endeavor and All Might. So they defeated them. Bakugo then went up to Deku and said, Deku, yeah, this is boring. You wanna fight? Sure, man, I was waiting for you to ask. I really needed a good fight. And then they decided to just fight with each other. Now, Bakugo and Deku, time for the 4-minute long special fight. So, Bakugo got ready in his battle stance, and he will look forward to Deku in his Vegeta stance, and Deku in his Goku stance. And he said, it's time for us to fight, Bakugo. You ready? I was born ready. All-Star. Alright, Ground Zero. Let's go. And they fought him. They fought each other. And they all were destroying everything around them. Seeing the shock and the anger. Seeing all that shock and the anger that these kids were so strong. So much stronger than these heroes. Pissed off the heroes a lot. But they decided not to talk about it because All Might was right there. And so he went forward and he said, okay, look chumps. It's time for us to get rid and get ready for this battle. Alright. Now, that was basically that's me saying from breaking fourth line saying to all of them. It's like, what was that voice? Was that a subconscious? Nah, heroes puff. Now, Bakugo puff. I saw all the heroes looking confused, but I did not know why. I saw Deku rushing towards me, and I thought, might as well do a fake maneuver. I went for a right hook. He dodged it, went for a left, and hit him in the face. He got kind of pissed off, and he went after me and started hitting me as hard as he can. Right now, Deku was not using his full power. I could clearly see it. That whole aura around him, that Super Saiyan aura from Dragon Ball Z, that was not around him. Wait, what is Dragon Ball Z? Why did that come into my head? No, never mind. So while I'm fighting Deku, he looks like he's thinking over some things. So let's move on to Deku's power. I was fighting Bakugo. He was doing a lot of tricks, beating me up at every point, exploiting all my weaknesses. This got me annoying and more frustrated and more frustrated. And I started making even more critical errors in the fight. I knew what I was doing was wrong. I knew what I was doing was not how you should properly fight. But for some reason I was way too angry for my own help. For my own good. So I decided to try to vent it out. I've been feeling angry lately. Everything's been going on. I've been attacked by villains over and over again. I've had to deal with villains over again. I just want a break. A real vacation. Somewhere where I'm not going to be... somewhere where nobody can find me. I decided to ask Bakugo a place. He'd be the only one who would know. I trust him. He's a brother. He would do anything for me right now. He still feels guilty. I feel kind of guilty for asking him of this. But I need to. I then went towards Bakugo and I asked him, hey Bakugo. Well, mid-fight, and he stopped me and said, what is it? Do you know a place where people can just go and be themselves, take a break from life and just, do whatever they want? And Bakugo said, yeah, there is actually a place. I know it's a secluded area in northeastern Japan. It's where no one goes there. It's a shrine. It celebrates these old heroes. One had spiky hair, another had a tail, but they were celebrated as old heroes back in the old age. Back then, there was no such thing as quirks, they said. And while this was all happening, Bakugo and Deku were just fighting it out. And they decided to just go with it. And then Bakugo said, so why are you asking? Well, everywhere I go, I try to fight. I try to have some fun time. But there's always some villain there attacking. I just want to go somewhere where I can just relax and recollect my mind. And I need to go by myself. I want you to tell Momo that I'll be back after this. Really? Then we won't. How long will I be going? I don't know how long, man. But I'll be back, and that's for sure. And I'll be back with a vengeance. I just want you to know that if you need me, just call me and I'll be there. Even if the signal does not come, I'll know you called. So, alright, man. Then, if we're going to do this, we need to end it off with the biggest fight of our lives. And so, Bakugo went in and he punched Deku in the face. Pushed him in the ground, started wailing on him, beating him up, and then Deku got up, and then he uppercut him, and then did a drop kick in his face, and did an enziguri. And then Bakugo fell down, got up, and he went down and did a German suplex on the ground, cracking the city. Then, from behind him came Deku, jumped up from the air, and then he went down, he brought down a fist, and he said, smash, and punched that Bakugo's gauntlets, destroying it. Bakugo had a secret compartment in the city. He only held it if he ever needed it for any kind of use, any kind of big trouble. Something like Deku. He would only use it ever against someone like Deku. Never against someone regular. Someone with regular powers. He would never use it against them because they would die. He decided to just bring out the machine. And so he went and he started hiding. And then Deku tried to sense him. And then he felt somewhere. He felt something big. And then out of the shadows came Bakugo with a minigun strapped to his arm. And Deku was shocked. He did not know Bakugo had this kind of gear with him. Right now, Deku's whole costume was like broken to pieces, in tatters. And one of his arms was broken but slowly healing. But here was Bakugo, wearing a full set of a hero costume with a minigun strapped to his arm with loads of bullets waiting to be fired. He lifted up the minigun. He said, "Be prepared, All-Star, because I'm not giving any mercy today." Alright. And then he put down his hands, then he went down on his knees, readied the fire position, and he started firing the minigun. And the recoil was big, but Bakugo could handle it. Because he can handle like big nuclear explosions, then he can handle a minigun. So he started firing the minigun, and everywhere, inside every bullet was a mini explosion that was made from his own quirk to be lit up, to be lit up every time he used the bullet. And so, while that was happening, Deku decided that now was a good time to just use full power. He couldn't hold back against Bakugo anymore. Bakugo is way too strong now to hold back against. And so, he said, "Alright, it's time. I need to just go all out." He activated 100% of One For All. And he started dodging every single bullet. Bakugo did not give up. He started shooting bullets at the ground if it were places where he thought Deku would be. Deku came up behind him and backhanded him in the face. And then he threw him up in the air. Bakugo said, "That was a mistake, Deku. I'm coming for you, All-Star. And then you shall know what a real hero is. Me, Round Zero, the next #1 hero." And he prepared the most devastating move he has ever done in his life. Fourth wall breaking. Meteoric atomic nuclear impact. And then he went down like a nuclear bomb. He hit velocities not meant for a regular human to deal with. But then the shield popped up in front of him, shaped like a drill, and he was going nosediving down like he came from space itself. And then Deku saw this, and he started to use one of the biggest smashes in all of human history. He said, "I might actually have to go even beyond 1 million. He jumped up, and he said, 10 million. His whole arm just ripped apart. Think of a skeleton, a metal skeleton, that's all that's left of his arm. And One For All coursing through the skeleton itself with his whole arm blown off. And he said, "Ooh, serious? Detroit, Texas, United States of United World, the League of Nations, worldwide smash of hell. Heavenly Detroit smash!" And he punched forward, and the impact destroyed everything. And once where there was a city, there was a hole that looked like it had been hit by a meteor. And the whole area was destroyed. 5 cities were destroyed. And what ended? Well, all they saw was Bakugo and Deku missing. Gone from the MHA world. Now in space and time. And everybody's worried. Time skip. 2 days later. 4 or 5 days later. They were all at a funeral. To go and talk about Deku and Bakugo's death. They searched for a whole 5 days and did not find them. And they knew that they must have died in that attack. People blame Bakugo, people blame Deku. Nobody knew what to do. Yue was split into sides. Yue was hit under fire for this kind of thing. Because they did not expect one of their best heroes to die right there on UA property. We're going all out. When, then all of a sudden, a green curly hair opened his eyes. And he saw in front of him was a world he had never seen before. He saw people running around, shooting ki blasts. Someone turned their hair golden. Someone started turning into this big red armored dragon. Someone else said fire dragons roar. He did not know what happened here. Bakugo did not know either. And they both thought at the same time, what the hell did we just get into? And yeah guys, that's where I'm going to be ending part 8 to What If Deku Had Abranium. This was a doozy of a trip, 40 minutes long as the special, maybe even longer. I made it this long because I wanted to tease you guys with this. So don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. This is Teen Shallot, instant transmission, out of here.